If there's one thing Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos never fail to deliver, it's a mix of comedy, candor, and just the right amount of chaos before 10 a.m. On Thursday mornings live with Kelly and Mark, the married co-hosts found themselves in the middle of an unexpectedly passionate, and wildly entertaining, debate after reading an audience poll about bizarre food habits. What started as a lighthearted segment quickly turned into a "you've got to be kidding me" moment that had Kelly clutching her coffee mug and Mark calling the audience disturbingly fearless. Today, Kelly began with mock seriousness, flipping through her cue cards. "We're going to expose some truly disgusting eating habits. And by disgusting, I mean, brace yourselves." Mark leaned in, grinning. "I don't know if anything really grosses me out anymore. I've lived with you long enough to see some strange stuff, honey." That earned him an instant glare. "Oh, please," Kelly shot back. "You're the guy who eats cold spaghetti straight out of the Tupperware at midnight and calls it protein loading." Mark shrugged, unbothered. "It is protein loading. The carbs fuel the morning workout." Cue the audience laughter, and the beginning of one of their most delightfully petty on-air spats yet. When, snap confessions, go too far. The segment was inspired by a viral social media trend where people confessed to their strangest eating quirks, everything from dipping French fries in milkshakes, which Kelly approved of, emphatically, to sprinkling sugar on pizza, which she declared grounds for public expulsion. But when Mark began reading the submissions aloud, things took a turn from silly to stomach-turning. One viewer says, he began, squinting at the teleprompter, "I like to eat pickles wrapped in slices of American cheese." Kelly gasped audibly, "No, that's wrong. That's a crime against cucumbers and cows." "It's not that bad," Mark countered. "You get the crunch, the salt, the trauma." Kelly interrupted. "No, Mark, absolutely not. You cannot defend that." Mark laughed. "Oh, I can and I will. You've eaten stranger things, Kel. Remember the avocado chocolate mousse phase?" Kelly raised her hand in protest. "Excuse me, that was vegan innovation. Not refrigerator roulette." By this point, producer Michael Gelman could be seen off stage, shaking his head and trying not to laugh as the married duo's debate spiraled into full comedic absurdity. Disgusting, disturbing, deranged, Kelly's list of food crimes. As more viewer confessions rolled in, Kelly took it upon herself to create what she called the official live list of culinary crimes. Peanut butter and salami sandwiches. "I can't even read that without wanting to call an intervention," she declared. Ice cubes in cereal. "What are we doing here? Is this survival camping?" Ketchup on pancakes. Mark winced. "Okay, even I can't defend that." Boiled eggs dipped in maple syrup. Kelly nearly gagged. "No, no, no. Take that person's kitchen privileges away." But the real shock came when a viewer proudly admitted to eating Oreos with mustard. Kelly's jaw dropped. "You're joking." "No joke," Mark confirmed, squinting at the screen. "They said it started as a dare and now they like it." Kelly turned to the camera with mock outrage. "To whoever wrote that, I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, seek help. Immediately." Mark's secret gross habit, exposed. Of course, the conversation couldn't end without some playful marital payback. After spending the better part of 10 minutes calling out strangers' stomach-churning habits, Kelly gleefully turned the spotlight on her husband. "Let's not pretend you're the food saint here," she said sweetly. "You do something that is beyond disgusting, and I've let it go for years." Mark looked caught off guard. What could possibly be disgusting?" "The thing you do," Kelly said, leaning in dramatically, "where you pour orange juice into the blender after making a protein shake, just to get the rest out." Mark burst out laughing. "That's efficient. That's vile," Kelly countered. "You're making citrus sludge. You're basically drinking your blender's dirty bathwater." The audience roared. Mark tried to defend himself. "Look, it's called minimizing waste. You get the leftover protein and the vitamin C." Kelly shook her head in mock horror. "You also get regret." When fans joined the debate, the show's producers decided to open the phone lines and social media polls mid-segment, inviting fans to weigh in on their own strange habits, and the results only fueled the chaos. Someone just wrote, Mark read aloud, "I eat peanut butter and bacon on pizza." "Honestly," Kelly said, tilting her head thoughtfully, "I might try that." Mark looked scandalized. "Wait, that you're okay with? But not cheese and pickles?" "Because bacon is universal," she replied, completely serious. "It's the great equalizer." Another viewer chimed in with, "I dip my grilled cheese in applesauce." Kelly made a face. "Nope, no, ma'am." Mark, surprisingly, approved. Sweet and savory, that actually sounds good. Kelly turned to him, narrowing her eyes. Are you sure you're not one of these people sending in confessions? Maybe I am, he teased. Maybe I'm just trying to normalize the art of culinary experimentation. Kelly smirked. You mean normalize being a menace to society? The great banana peel debate. Just when viewers thought things couldn't get weirder, one audience member in the front row stood up and confessed live that she occasionally eats banana peels because they're full of fiber. Kelly screamed, an actual, high-pitched scream. What? Mark leaned forward in disbelief. You eat the peel? The woman nodded proudly. I boil them first, then sauté them. It's like vegan bacon. Kelly looked directly into the camera, deadpan. Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially heard everything. Mark, still trying to process, said, I mean, technically it's sustainable. Kelly clapped her hands. No, we're not doing this. This is not Planet of the Bananas. The audience roared with laughter as Kelly dramatically pretended to walk off stage. See, she shouted from the wings. This is why I can't trust people who put ice in cereal. It starts there and ends with sautéed peels. A lesson in love and lunacy. As the laughter died down, Mark managed to steer the segment back towards something resembling reflection. You know what, though? He said, glancing at Kelly affectionately. As weird as people's food habits are, that's what makes them, them. We all have quirks. Kelly rolled her eyes but smiled. That's true. You drink blender juice. I alphabetize our spice rack. We're all doing our best. Mark grinned. And that's why we work. She raised an eyebrow. Because opposites attract. Because you'll always judge me, he said, but still make me dinner. Kelly laughed, conceding. Fair point. As long as dinner doesn't include mustard Oreos, we're good. Behind the scenes, when the cameras stopped. According to a live crew member who spoke with TV Insider afterward, the energy backstage after the show was just as fun, and just as ridiculous. Kelly was still gagging over the banana peel thing, the insider said with a laugh. She kept saying, I'm going to see that in my nightmares. Mark, on the other hand, was Googling recipes for banana peel stir-fry just to annoy her. Apparently, he found one. He walked up to her and said, you know, Kel, it's packed with potassium. She just threw a napkin at him. Classic Ripa Consuelos. Fans can't get enough. Social media exploded with clips from the episode. The hashtag disgusting food habits trended on X, formerly Twitter, within an hour, with fans sharing their own confessions, and, of course, taking sides. Kelly Ripa saying, that's a crime against cucumbers and cows needs to be on a t-shirt. Mark defending banana peels like he's a nutrition professor had me howling. I'm with Kelly, mustard Oreos should be illegal. Even celebrity friends chimed in. Ryan Seacrest commented on Instagram, I thought I'd seen everything on that set. I was wrong. Meanwhile, Andy Cohen posted, banana peel bacon. Bravo should give that person a show. The aftermath, Kelly's food rulebook. The next day, Kelly revisited the topic in her opening monologue, declaring that she'd spent the previous evening writing her manifesto for food sanity. Rule number 1, she announced. If your food looks like a dare, don't eat it. Rule number 2, Mark added, don't shame your husband for being an eco-conscious blender cleaner. Kelly smirked. Rule number 3, marry someone whose idea of a disgusting habit is still better than yours. Touché, Mark said with a grin. Why, it works. What could have been just another goofy daytime segment ended up capturing exactly what makes Live with Kelly and Mark such a fan favorite, the perfect blend of chemistry, chaos, and heart. Kelly and Mark don't just talk about relationships, they embody one. Their banter, teasing, and unfiltered honesty turn even the strangest topics into something endearing. Viewers don't just tune in for celebrity gossip or recipes, they tune in to watch two people genuinely enjoy, and sometimes barely tolerate, each other in real time. And somehow, even when they're calling people out for culinary crimes, it feels like a warm, messy family breakfast where everyone's invited. As Kelly said in closing, still shaking her head at the day's topic.